All right, my good people. Good afternoon, or good morning, or good evening. You sure we'll find the one where you're listening to me from. But let me um let me get cracking with what we've got going on over here. All right. Okay. So let's get cracking on the charts and let's see what exactly we've got going on. All right. So right now, if you see my screen, you know that gold has hit the target of the trade that I gave out a while back. Right. So the trade was we had a break of market structure return here into the order block. Now Friday was a little bit mean because the price took the high and came back into this order block over here. Now, because it's made higher highs here or higher lows, sorry, we should know that the prices wanted to go up. But I think what was mean is that when the market opened here, it gapped, but specifically purposely left a body gap. So there's a little bit of a gap here. Now the wick have closed out, but the body didn't close out. But we've had this nice almost 300 pip move, which is what I was expecting. Now the price has got here, all right. I have placed a little short in the reverse way, okay, to see what's going to happen with this. All right, very low risk to see if price will come back down, fill out the body gap. And to be fair, if you look at the price action, gold has a very large liquidity void from that beautiful piece of high impact news in December. And, from there, that would be about 600 and something pips if price does what we want. Nonetheless, though, price is kind of heating up right now. It's 2:30, it's gone past UK time, which is the opening time for the US stock market, which will change the dollar's volatility always. It's just a pattern of what goes on. So if you're ever wondering why at 2:30 the market seems to go crazy, that's exactly why. All right. So this is really my main trade that I took. Now I'm in the short, which is setting off at the moment. My stop loss is above the high. And this is just my attempt to see if I can capture the reversal point right here. Now, whatever happens with this, I won't be upset even if it continues breaking above. But I'm just going to go through the major pairs. As I said, I made a decision this year that I'm going to focus on major pairs only. I'm never going to be looking at pound Japanese yen or USD, well, USD JPY, yes, but Euro JPY, as good as those pairs are, I'm not even going to do that. I'm focusing on major pairs only and major pairs only. Okay. So speaking about major pairs only, all right. When we look at the price action of pound USD, I'm still not impressed by it completely. I do think that pound USD is going to give off some sort of short. I explained to you before that we had the buy order aggregate over here. The price dealt with that one, but over here. But then the problem is that this low right here didn't return to this order block, and we have a liquidity void back down there. And then on top of that, these two lows right here, okay, this two lows interaction here, we've had a very strong induction. So this is the low of that day or that week, I should say. That is 1.25002. And this is 1.25024. So 2 pips beneath. Price triggered along. And now, in essence, now that it's broken market structure over here, from that standpoint, then we should see the price at least get back to this order block here. This is what I'm looking for. So we have pound news on Thursday, but before that, we actually have US news on Wednesday. So that's going to be a very interesting to see. Now, this price area is heavily guarded by demand zones on the H4 because we've got this demand order block over here. I'll use the term order block instead of zone. All right, and we have another one here. Okay, so we have quite a good concentration of order blocks over here. So this actual move right here, such a good trade. I don't know what I was thinking not to go for it, but it was a very beautiful trade anyway. All right, and you can see that we had lots of just low high swing highs here, and the price just ran through all of the highs plus the swing highs. Okay. Now, structurally speaking, if the price does break beneath this very strong area of demand, which extends even down here, it will be very surprising. And if it does, it will take a strong amount of news to do so. But if it does go short, we've got lots of liquidity voids on the downside to go for. On the other side of things, this high right here, I've always been watching it. It's created in July. The first high is, let me just hover over it again. The first high is 1.31410. and this is 1.121. So these are relative equal highs, not exactly equal highs, right? So in that case, there's still magnetization that the price would have towards these high swing points, especially because the price swung from here is also a manipulation bar bull trap. Okay, there's a lot going for it. So I'm interested to see. Also, these highs here are equal. So with Pound USD as a whole, there's a lot of interesting price actions and a lot of different hypotheses to go for. And for that reason, I may not even trade Pound USD because there's so many different ways the price could play out. I prefer to have pairs now. It doesn't mean I can't spend the time to analyze it, but I like to make life simple. And if there's too many different possible outcomes based on the structure of the price, I mean, this one is the most obvious one for the price to come down short here. That's a given. I think that's definitely going to happen with the level of news we have this week. But apart from that, in general, I like to go for the most simplistic pairs where there's either a is going this way or it's going to go that way. Okay, now it doesn't happen all the time. And I know that things are not as simple as I'm saying all the time, but again, you still want to give it, try your best to filter out pairs that make life complicated. There's no need for complication. All right, now the second pair, AUD USD, has been in a range of accumulation uniquely uh, for a whole week and a bit. Okay, now we've had what I call the trigger to break a range, which is taking a significant high or low, which in this case, AUD USD with some sort of news or just normal price action maybe took the high of the previous week and had a short for a little while. Now, in a range of accumulation, I like to see them because they're always going to be the birthplace of a new trend. Now, there's some news that just came out now, so it looks as though the news has helped my trade because gold is pushing really strongly short right now, and that looks nice. I've got some profit there, but hey, I'm still waiting to see what gold is going to do, but just spiked down quite a bit. Now, I don't know what news we have at 3 o'clock right now. I'm actually so confused why the price is moving like this. But as I said, it's going to be a crazy week of news. So the market doing something like this is not surprising to me at all. I hope it does do more shorting and we get a good short from it. But anyway, in the meantime, all right, whilst gold is actually pushing short, what I do want to see is how the news can help us move forward. So back to AUD USD where I was. I'm hoping that the price will give us a clear distinction as to which direction it wants to go into. All right, during this week, because again, on the upside and on the downside of AUD USD, there's quite a few options. We have a liquidity void, we have a gap, we have equal highs here. All right, and then on the other side of things, we have, these lows here. Okay, not much has happened since the price took the low of the previous month, and now we're getting into a new month now. Wasn't really much pizzazz behind the low being taken. So the sell stop amount must have not been that high, I'm guessing, because the price is still managing to pull back down again. But hey, still I'm always looking for opportunities that the price might arise, from the price. And if there are opportunities, I would like to take them, from that standpoint. So again, I'm just watching pretty carefully to see what the price is going to do with what we have. And I'm hoping that, we get something good from the price. All right, now give me a second, guys, because my alarms are going off, which means that I have profit on my trade that I'm probably going to take off the table right now and then come back later on and try again. So give me just 1 second. Let me just take those off for now. All right, so I've taken my first little profit from that little spike at 3 o'clock. If the price gives me more trades, then I've got an alarm here to give me a little bit more. If it does more, then I'll take it. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. But yeah, that was a nice little drop for me. I'm going to set myself up to take another trade if I need to. Okay. If you hear alarms going off, guys, it just means that it's a trade. I'm glad I stayed behind to look at that. All right. Anyway, so with what we've got going on, I just want to see what the market is going to do further on along this week. All right, AUD/USD is still one that I would like the news to kind of give us more insight on. Euro USD, really not that exciting either. It has come to almost fill the gap that it left at the beginning of the week. And it did also do what we were talking about before, which is to fill this liquidity void and enter into this order block right here, which is done pretty nicely. And as a result, the price has taken the low of the previous week. So there is opportunity here where the price actually might give us a long. Okay. There are still equal lows hanging around. Like we have these ones here and then these ones here. So I'm not trusting it just yet, but it is looking kind of nice, eh? I just want to see how the price would play out when it comes to giving us a trade. So yeah, I'll be watching carefully to see what the price has to offer. Later on down the line. Okay, so yeah, that's really, I guess really for me, that's what I'm looking at when it comes to trading out the pairs that I've got in mind for myself and for you guys. All right, now let me just do this now because I've got so many alarms going off, guys. If you see me go quiet for a second, I apologize. It's just because the alarms are going off and I don't want them to disturb you guys. But it's just, I guess that news at 3 o'clock just caused the market to just go crazy. All right, so let's see what we have going on. All right. So anyway, as the market is kind of going crazy right now, the price has taken the high over here. We've had this movement that's gone on here. Let's go over to the gold. As I was saying that, if you know the trade I took from gold, it was over here. This nice, really nice short. I think it might continue, but I'll be honest, I got a little bit scared, so I came out already because I just wanted to conserve my profit. But if it does another move again, short, I'm just gonna be brave and just say, yeah, I'm going for it. All right. And hopefully, it works out. All right. Sorry, guys, about my alarm. Okay. Now the price is going so strongly short right now. It's not even funny. Probably I shouldn't have come out, but it's better to be safe than sorry, to be honest. So, yeah, it's going crazy right now with gold. Maybe I shouldn't have come out, but we'll see if I shouldn't have come out in a moment. But I just wanted to be safe than sorry. If there's a re-entry for me, I'll try and grab it. Okay, it looks like it's left me now. It's gone. It's absolutely gone. But at least I got something anyway. It's better something than nothing, but hey. It happened very, very quickly. All right, but you can see that gold has just done a big short there. All right, anyway, USD CAD. Let's see what's going on with that. So USD CAD, I still really don't like it, to be honest. I don't think I like it. USD JPY is a bit better to me, and I explain. So if USD JPY, just to kind of give you a context, all right, whilst I'm skipping through really quickly. So USD JPY has taken the high of the previous month and hung around this area. Right now, whatever US news has just come out has caused a little bit of a ruckus, but if I just show you everything above this pink line is where we had the interaction with the previous month's high. The order block here hasn't been violated either. Even if I took the upper quarter here, you see that the price stayed in this area. The first time the price went short, it did break market structure. Let me take the swing low that I'm looking at here. We have market structure break here. Even pushed it a little bit higher right here, and the price gave us another move. Okay, but still, nonetheless, it was a pretty nice situation. Then we had another market structure break here, return. And if I was to do it from this angle right here and just use the Fibonacci, the modified one, the price came to the optimal trading entry price point right here and then sold off again. So for me, like I was saying to the Wealth Group Academy students this afternoon, this demand zone here is my target of where I think I'm looking for a break if the price is going to go short. Because at the moment, the price is really, really heating up from this area. It's accumulated here pretty strongly. So if the price breaks beneath here, put your stop loss above maybe. The price has touched back at the equilibrium point as we speak. So I wouldn't put my stop loss at the equilibrium point, to be fair. If I was going to take this trade right now, generally speaking, all I'm going to do is I'm going to take this demand order flip, this flip block zone here, this order block, because this is what price used to go long. You can see the second bounce is not as strong as the first. Accumulation here, break, return at equilibrium. So as a sell, if I was gonna take a sell from anywhere, this would be a bad boy sell right now to go for. You can see the price is even gapped. It's just that right now I'm still trying to figure out what's going on, because on my calendar there is no high impact news at 3 o'clock, but the price has actually gone pretty crazy at 3 o'clock, which I was not expecting. Okay. So since it's gone so crazy like that, you know, now I kind of have to kind of figure out what I'm gonna do and try my best not to chase the price. I think I came out a bit too early. I should have held my guts a bit more, but at least I got something. That's all that matters. At least I didn't get nothing. All right. So anyway, um, yeah. So you can see that right now the price is at the equilibrium point. If it sustains the equilibrium flip zone here, then the next resultant thing to do would be to look for a short. Okay. Now, across other pairs like NZUSD, I'm just going to save you the time. I'm really not interested in NZUSD, even though I know it's also taking its weekly high. So that's a sign that we probably might get a short, possibly. We don't know for sure. It's not really that convincing because the high has not been taken with aggression. So, I mean, my only focus really is USD JPY and gold at the moment, which gold is still hanging around here. It's done one hell of a short right now. Okay. And I was in at 40, I got in at 47. So that was a clean, nice little couple of pips there. Okay. Um, yeah. So I just want to see, what gold is gonna do moving forward. If it's gonna give us another opportunity of something of some sort, I would like to try and, attack it whilst it's there. Okay. And yeah, so that's really the two pairs I can say that I'm looking at the most right now. So USD JPY and gold. So if we look at USD JPY really quickly here, you can see the price. Where's my analysis here? The price has just gone to the equilibrium order block. I just had the markings. I don't know what I did. Here you go. So look at that. So the price has hit the equilibrium order block, and now it looks like it's reversing. So that means gold will go long. Probably, or maybe not. Who knows? At this point, gold has lost it. Absolutely lost it. And USD JPY, I don't know, we'll see. But if it hangs at equilibrium for long enough, then that would be a little ticket there for us. All right, so these are basically my views on the charts. All right, now in terms of the dollar index, now I just want to quickly go here because I want you guys to see the news with me. Why I'm saying that is a bit confusing what happened at 3. So we've had, okay, I guess what's happened here is that we have had US news at 3 o'clock. If you guys can see my screen, we've had better than expected and better than the previous, but it's medium impact news for job openings. So this news has propped up the market and caused it to go. Now I feel like the reaction doesn't I mean, the level of reaction that the market is showing, I don't think that the price actually deserves that level of reaction in my honest personal opinion. But again, who am I to judge? But at the same time, I think that this movement is just an excuse, if I be really honest, for the market to find a way to just shed off some, or just move the price to specific price points that it needs to go for. That's just my own sound per se. I think that this is just like a fake out move, but I don't know. We'll just have to see. We'll just we'll just have to see what happens. Okay, because you know, right now it's still a bit noisy. But if it does play out like that, then yeah, why not? Okay. But yeah, I think I really shouldn't have closed gold though. Should have left it. It was actually so good. Should have left gold alone when I had the chance. All right, but hey. All right. So finally, let's look at the dollar index right now. So the dollar index, after this surprise change of events or not, okay, the dollar index is still riding in this demand zone, order block here, and pushing long. All right. And for me, as I said, guys, as much as I know the dollar has to go long, structurally speaking, my only problem is, and I keep on saying it, is that we have this liquidity gap that the price has just decided not to fill. And it's such an obvious one that's on every single chart. So to me, it's kind of like the price is playing a little bit of a trick on us. So I know that there are equal highs over here, which is those weekly highs. We have a liquidity gap right here, which is at the threshold of this major break. And the major break I'm talking about is that if any body close happens above this supply zone, we're going to be going all the way up to 110 for sure. And even further than that, probably even to this high, because of, as if you've been following me for a while, you know that the highs up here are equal highs on the lower time frame. Now, if the price still continues to do this trend, I'm always going to have the unsettled feeling in my mind that anytime the price could reverse, especially anytime there's interest rate decisions or anything, I'm always going to be thinking the price might just do a crazy reversal right now. But for me, I'm hoping that the price just fills the gap with the news this week and then, decides that, okay, I'm gonna go short or something, because that would be great. That would be really great. Okay. But if not, and it just decides that, yep, that's not what I want to do, then it is not what it wants to do. And we just accept and we move from there. Okay. So that's really about it, guys, in my mind. I can't think of anything else that I would say because right now the price is moving so crazy and just want to give a bit of room for the market to do its thing. All right. Now I'm kind of regretting closing gold now. I really shouldn't have closed it. Because it was just such a great move. But hey, it is what it is. All right. So I'll catch you guys later on tomorrow. Everybody